Hello, my name is Tamra Shamburger. I'm candidate for Hillsborough County School Board, District 5. I was born and raised right here in Tampa, and I've been a longtime resident of District 5. I'm also the product of the Hillsborough County Public School System. I'm a graduate of Bloomingdale High School. Again, for the last 23 years, I've lived right here in District 5, which is where I raised my daughter. So I know the struggles of raising a child in District 5. Very early on, as a young mother, I learned that you have to have a good education if you're going to succeed here in America. So with a child in tow, I went on to HCC, where I received my AA degree, went on to USF, where I have a Bachelor's of Arts in Political Science, and then I went on to St. Leo University, where I have an MBA. For the last 20 years, I've managed a very successful business career in the insurance industry, and I hope to bring my experience and my love of Tampa and this community to the Hillsborough County School Board. For the past 20 years or so, unfortunately, there has not been a lot of progress in District 5. Particularly, I'm concerned with the graduation rate of our minority students. The African American graduation rate in District 5 is just barely above 50%, and that's completely unacceptable. Also in District 5, we have issues with equity in our schools. We need to make sure that we have the best and brightest teachers in our schools and that our children are provided with the technology and the resources they need to become productive and successful citizens. As the next school board member, I hope to bring my common sense, my passion, and my love to the board to help create policies that will help the district achieve their goal of providing every child with a quality education. My name is Tamra Shamburger, and I look forward to being the next Hillsborough County School Board District 5 member. Thank you.
My name is Lynn Gray, and I'm running for District 7 countywide. I represent an educator of 30 years in the Hillsborough County Public Schools. I've also taught for 9 years at Jesuit and 3 years at a religious homeschool. I do believe that our school board candidate should be an educational expert. I feel that my leadership, which includes a department head at Middleton, a department head at Jesuit, and a team leader at elementary, will also help me with leading our school board of this county. Right now, our county is looking at 200,000 students, 15,000 or more teachers, and a $2.9 billion budget. So it's certainly time that we have an experienced, expert educator on the board. I also am an owner of Take the First Step, which is a walk-to-run business, and I actually train kids and adults to run. I have a business that has lasted probably 18 years. I've trained thousands of individuals. I definitely know how to keep the books, and I am very, very astute as terms of watching my money, my expenditures, and my allocations. I also will say that I have been recognized as a Teacher of the Year once, Teacher of the Year finalist out of 15,000 teachers, a Peer Counselor of the Year in Hillsborough County, and a author of the running clubs in Hillsborough County Public Schools. But today I'd like to just spend a few minutes on 3 major concerns. And this, of course, will revolve around the kids. Number 1, educational-wise, or let's just say intellectual, we need to pay attention to their reading level. I'd like to see reading instruction emphasized, the basics of literacy emphasized from age 2 to 3, and that is the beginning. They call it VPK, but I also see many of the VPKs being day schools or daycare centers. I'd rather have the emphasis again on sight reading, phonics, the beginnings of reading. Secondly, there is a tremendous new norm. It's called diversity. Diversity should be recognized, embraced, and put together in a package for kids to learn about each other's cultures. And that is done through what is called a curriculum. I've actually taught cultural geography, the advanced placement, but I've also put together curriculums for the lower grades as well. When we know about each other's cultures, we break down barriers, and we have a tendency to have a culture that gets along better. We also need to be mentoring kids helping kids. Kids helping kids help each other get along. They feel like they're helping someone become successful, and in so doing, their self-esteem and their belongingness in the school definitely takes place. We also need to increase our pathways to vocational education. It's not only college-bound students these days, and we've known that for a long time. We need to prepare our children for other things other than just college, and let's get into our vocational attributes. Secondly, I definitely think we need to make sure we have a mentoring program for each school where kids are helping kids, and one for teachers where teachers are helping teachers. And lastly, physically, our kids by the third grade, 60% of them are obese. We need to make sure that we increase our curriculum to health and fitness, increase my running clubs to all the elementary and middle schools, and lastly, let's make the joy of movement happen. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cathy James, and I'm running for School Board, District 7. That's a county-wide seat, which means that everybody can vote for that county-wide seat, District 7. It's a nonpartisan race, so it doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat or a Republican or a no party affiliation or an independent, everybody can vote in the District 7 county-wide race. Three of the issues that I think are important in this race for school board are financial, the stability of our organization, and also, very important, graduation rates. Now let's start off with the financial side. I'm an accountant. I have 30 plus years of accounting and financial management that I bring to the school board race. I believe that school boards are like every other board of directors, and every good board of directors has members on it that have different backgrounds, different experiences, and they all come together to make really good decisions for that organization. And so I'm offering my 30 plus years of accounting and financial management background to the voters of Hillsborough County for this school board seat. Another issue that's very important is the stability of our organization. We've had some ups and downs and a new superintendent. We've had the Gates grant winding down. We've had a consultant that's come in and said that we need to let go of 1,700 employees. So the stability of our organization is right now a little less than it should be. And so our teachers and our staff are kind of wondering whether they're one of the 1,700, I'm sure. We have parents that are concerned about how their school is going to be affected by the winding down of the Gates grant, how their school is going to be affected by the possible layoffs at their school. So we need to make sure that we get our organization back on stable footing, and we need to make sure that the parents feel that stability and see that stability. We need to make sure that our employees, from teachers to staff to bus drivers, everybody feels and sees the stability that we need to bring back to our organization. And of course, a huge part of everything is graduation rates. Our students are the human capital of the future here in Hillsborough County. So it's tremendously important that we meet every student where they're at as to whether they want to go to college, whether they want to learn a trade, whether they want to prepare to go into the military. We need to not think of everyone collectively. We need to look at each and every student and make sure that we help them be the best that they can be, because the future of Hillsborough County depends on us educating all of our students the best way possible and preparing them for life. So I want to thank you all for listening. Just remember, this is School Board District 7 countywide. My name is Cathy James, and every voter that's registered in Hillsborough County can vote in this race. So just remember, Cathy James. Thank you.